What is going on, you guys? Velotric wanted me to make a comparison video between the Discover One High Step and the Nomad. So I'm obviously a little biased towards the Nomad. This is much more my style with the big fat tires and the more off-road ergonomics, and that is the main difference.
The Nomad does have a bigger motor though at 750 watt compared to the 500 watt on the Discover, but the batteries are the same and the fork design is pretty similar.
You could probably get a tad bit less range out of the Nomad just due to the resistance with those tires, but overall, pretty similar, so it comes down to an aesthetic choice. So if you're looking for a bike to commute to work with, I would probably choose this model just because it's gonna perform a little bit better on the pavement. You're gonna get a tad bit extra range. Both can do it just fine, but this is more of a cruiser style bike. Also, you can get a rear rack for this model. So if you wanna add saddlebags to carry luggage, office supplies, whatever you're gonna be needing to take back and forth to work, this is a little bit more set up to do that. Like I said, both bikes really share a lot of components. The screens are the same, the headlights are a little bit different. The Discover has a built-in taillight, Shimano drivetrain on both. You have the same grips, the stems are the same. The biggest difference is these fat tires. With a 26 by 4 inch tire, you're really gonna be able to do some gnarlier terrains and even on the beach and the snow. I gave this thing a pretty hard off-road test and I was surprised on how well it held up. Those bigger tires also act as suspension, so if you're running an appropriate tire pressure, you're gonna get even more squish, and for off-road riding, it's definitely nice to have. But if I was mainly doing on-road riding, I would probably choose the Discover. Even though I like the aesthetic, it just makes for a better ride with those smaller tires. There's less rolling resistance. I would definitely add a rack so I could haul some gear. You're also set up in the front on both bikes to run a front rack. Another difference is the price. For $1,200, you can buy the Discover One. It is on sale right now, so hurry up and get one if you're interested. And the Nomad comes in at $14, so there's about a $200 price difference. For the money, I would say it's worth the upgrade if you plan on doing any kind of trail riding. It's fun, I recommend it. And you can also use this as a commuter bike. So it's really hard to say one versus the other. It depends on how you're gonna ride and what you're into. It's an aesthetic choice at the end of the day with a little bit of benefit from the fat tires. This is still not marketed for heavy mountain bike riding. It is ultimately a cruiser, but if you live near the beach, it's nice to ride on the sand. Those winter months, I know they don't recommend it, but they are fun to ride in the snow. I am really impressed with how well this did off-road. I hit a few jumps, went over some rocks, came home, gave it a good wash, and you can't even tell I did any of that, so it held up really well. The Discover is my go-to if I'm headed into town, wanting to go out to dinner, do some errands, but largely these are both really good value e-bikes, and I want to thank Velotric for sending these out for me to share with the world. There's so many options out there right now from all of these different companies. I will say that Velotric puts a lot into their design and really cares about their customers. I can tell that they're investing their money smartly, and these things are going to be around for a while. So once again, if you're interested, the links will be down in the description below. Use my code Tanner60 to save some cash. For the money, you really can't get better than this. The value that these bikes offer, I think it makes it accessible for a lot of people. So if you're interested in getting an e-bike, you've never had one before, this is a great place to start. If I had to pick one, personally, I would choose the Nomad because you can still do all the commuter style things, but you can also have some fun on the trail. So like I said, this is way more my style. The Nomad, they knocked it out of the park. It's a really good look. They used a lot of the designs from the Discover as far as the frame geometry and all of the aesthetic similarities between the two, but they nailed it with the Nomad. By far my favorite. I've really enjoyed riding this bike. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the support. Thank you to Velotric once again, and always remember to live free and adventure daily.
One thing that I really appreciate about Velotric is they supply you with a decent toolkit that you can actually use. I assembled all 3 of the Velotric models using their toolkit and I have no complaints. The Allens are quality. Thank you, Velotric.
So both the Discover 1 High Step and the Nomad are 48 volt, 14.4 amp hour, 750 watt class 2 e-bikes with throttle assist. There's 5 different levels of pedal assist. You also have the walk mode, which I really love. USB charging, so you can actually charge your phone right out of the display, which is a nice feature, especially if you add a phone mount to that. You can use your GPS and you never have to worry about running out of battery. Both come with a battery integrated to the frame, which nowadays you gotta have it. It just looks so good. It gives it a nice, sleek finish. Both have the hydraulic brakes front and rear, which stop you on a dime. These batteries are UL 2271 certified, so nice, safe, not gonna blow up on you and catch fire inside your garage. And they offer free shipping to the lower 48. So as I said, there are more similarities than differences. Both share the same extra comfortable seat, the suspension forks with lockout, removable battery, same Shimano 8-speed drivetrain, and the biggest difference is in the tires. The Nomad is made to carry you through any weather and across all terrains, and it's the most powerful and versatile e-bike yet from Velotric. You can expect about 55 miles on a single charge from both of these machines. 8 different colors, 2 frame choices. In both of these models, you can get high step and step through. So if you're a little bit shorter, I recommend the step through. It's nice to be able to step right into the bike rather than swinging your leg over. It's no problem for me, obviously, but if you're shorter, like my girlfriend, she's 5 foot tall, the step through model works a lot better for her. Both come with the same ergonomically friendly handlebar setup. It's got a nice back sweep, brings the handles closer to you so you're not straining your back. I've racked up a number of miles on each model and I've never came home with a sore back. Nice, comfortable, and all age friendly.
Well, that's going to do it for today's comparison video between the Discover 1 and the Nomad 1 from Velotric. I do have a second channel, Adventure Electric, which I'm going to be posting all of this e-bike content on and anything else that I do in the future. I have one more video to do with Velotric, and that's it for the e-bike stuff on this channel. Once again, if you made it this far, I appreciate the support. Be sure to use my code if you are interested in one of these Velotric bikes. I will have an affiliate link in the description, and it helps support the channel. But until the next video, always remember to live free and adventure daily.